short.
All right, sir. Thank you. Minister, these past weeks have recorded mass defections from members of the opposition parties, particularly your party, the PDP, to the APC. And notably among this is the governor of Delta State and his predecessor. Where does this leave your party, and what are the implications for the South region?
Well, you see, I have always said, leadership is key. Leadership in anywhere, whether in organization, whether in business. If you don't show the right leadership, you suffer for it. And this is what I've been saying. I know that there will be manipulation. I know. It's a matter of time. When people talk about the governor of Delta State and his predecessor and all their team moved out of PDP to APC, what wrong did he do? That he said he was going to support Tinubu, the president. That's a crime. But the chairman of board of trustees, the conscience of the party, adopted an FCT for second term. Why are people not commenting about that? The chairman of BOT, of the People's Democratic Party, adopted an FCT, the governor under Labour Party, to go for second term. Now, this man said, look, I'm not going to do that kind of pretense. I will not be here and say I will support it. It's better I move and go and support him. Smart politician. I'm surprised that PDP said they didn't see it coming. I won't call the names of the governors. I called them. I said, listen, the way things are going, I have warned you people, you said you are governor. I have no problem. See what will happen. Leadership is key. Leadership is key in anything you are doing. If you don't have the right leadership, this is what you suffer. For Christ's sake, no opposition party, what is sought, acts on impunity. It's only ruling party. Normally, because they are in power, they act on impunity. Opposition does not do that, because opposition is going to organize itself to say it can take over the rest of affairs of government. How many times have they made efforts? How many people have you wooed? Rather, every day, you're after one man. Every day, you're after Wike. Every day, Wike. You abandon what you're supposed to do. Call everybody. This election, we have lost it. How did you lose this election? You are the cause. If we have done that, we wouldn't have lost it. If we have done that, we would have won. You tell yourself the bitter truth. Then you go back to the drawing board. The only crime that Wike is a minister under APC government. And I asked them. I never said I was going to support the presidential candidate. Nigerians had me clear and loud. And I'm the only former governor who did not support the president, but made sure previous 100% in the governorship, in the National Assembly, and State Assembly. Let any sitting governor now or former governor come out to say that happened in his own state. In 2015, some governors came out and said they did anti-party against Jonathan. that they worked against PDP not to become president. What happened? The party didn't do anything. Why? They saw those people as people who cannot be touched.
The way they see you now.
That's not. I came out openly and said injustice must not be allowed. I came out.
Yesterday you were still in their meeting and today.
Did I leave? No. I didn't leave the party now. I don't play like that. They invited me to a meeting, and they invited me. I didn't force myself. They invited me.
But were some of these issues thoroughly discussed at that meeting?
Well, you see, first of all, I believe in sincerity. If you must achieve results, be sincere. Some people think that telling half truth or being too smart will help you. Rather, it destroys you. If PDP does not take care, and I say it again, watch out what will happen. You know, selfish interest can kill an organization. You have not won an election. You're excluding people. You have not won an election. You're excluding, oh no, we don't want this man. You know the man has capacity to fight back. Yes? Now, what is happening? Let's tell ourselves the simple truth now. Why there will be an impression? Let's tell ourselves the simple truth. In 2023, we told the party, look, it is in our constitution, it's in our tradition. When these people take chairman, people go for a presidential candidate. Because of selfish interest, they manipulated the system. They said, no, we shouldn't do zoning now. Hold on, we'll do zoning. Before we know, some people are going to buy form. We laughed. It's okay. You don't want to do zoning. Now, a zone took chairman of the party. A zone took the presidential candidate. It's okay. For peace to reign. So we can have a voice. They go front and back. They go front and back. We say this front and back, it will cost you something. Of course, arrogance came in. Forget. We have won the election. Forget we have won the election. Who are they? See where we are. I have no problem. And I've told them that. Where is the presidency? Where is your presidential candidate now?
2027?
Yes. Where will he go? Where will he go?
Well, you answered.
So smart ones who have interest. No, it's not time, as you see. How many times can you play this game and you think you are smart? You are going for national convention. You are going for national convention. You want the South to come and produce the chairman so that we will have the president. I said, why not? Look, Nigeria today says the South is occupying the presidency. Why not as a party come out openly now? Our presidential candidate will also come from the South. Now, you don't want to do that. You want to play the same game. You play the 2023. It will backfire. And when it backfires, it's all these people did this, people did that. It will backfire. And I've told people, this smartness don't help you. Come out now and let everybody know this is where we're heading to. But playing this game, that, oh, we'll do this, it will not work. Not tomorrow and I say, oh, Wike is telling you that, look, stop this smartness.
So you don't see your party coming out victorious in 2027 election with the situation on ground now?
When you stand president to where? You know you can't stand president to the north. No.
Was that Your Excellency, with
yes, I told them. If someone, see, the point is selfishness can kill a system. Take, for example, if Mr. President runs, for example, and wins, for example, 2027, by 2031, APC will send their presidential ticket to where? To the north. PDP will do what then? Then you come back again and say, no, since APC have brought it to the north, let's keep it in the north. I mean, what kind of smartness is that?
Oh, Your Excellency.
What kind of smartness is that?
With the current uncertainty within the People's Democratic Party and following yesterday's meeting, were there any resolutions made ahead of 2027, perhaps to get the party back on track?
It will not be good for me to let the cat out of the bag. So many discussions were ahead, private and public. We are waiting to see what was agreed will be implemented. We are waiting. If it's not implemented, I will not agree. If it's not implemented, I will not agree.
But in your opinion, are these resolutions viable? Even though you are
it's
not
you don't want
to let it out of the
You are not a member of our party. Well, you won't tell us what is viable or what is not viable.
Are you actually still in the PDP? Because let me just give this analogy.
Yes.
Your case is like like a driver who is calling passengers into his bus for a particular direction, and then people enter the bus, hoping that he is taking them to that direction. And after they had entered that bus, he came down and faced the other direction on his own. After he had mobilized passengers for a particular route.
That is not the same scenario. Let me tell you.
Because
No, let me tell
by
you.
your message,
No, what
you are
let me-
luring people away from the PDP
No,
into the APC.
no, let me tell you. Justice must be done. It was injustice. I never left the party, but I came out to say, this injustice will not stand. I will not support this.
Is that why you are tearing the PDP apart?
No, I'm building it. If you obey,
By
because
encouraging
no,
governors to
if you
leave the
obey, no,
PDP?
no. If you obey the constitution of the party, okay, take for example, look at the issue of the national secretary. I don't see how any right-thinking person, something that you know that can make the party to die, something you know you have a ruling party that are looking for any opportunity, and you say, some people say, oh, there's no need for one party state. Who is talking about one party state? But who is making it to be a one party state? It's you. The Supreme Court has given judgment, setting aside the Court of Appeal judgment and the State High Court judgment that says, I am should not be. Now, out of your selfish interest, you are not interpreting the Supreme Court judgment that they say the party has supremacy to remove. The court said this man should not be. The man wants an appeal. The Supreme Court, in its would set aside that judgment. Instead of you to implement the judgment, you are not dialing. Now, so this is why I keep on telling people. These people have how many months to sleep? They are living in December. Why not remove yourself from the quagmire of who will now, tomorrow, why are some people living? Their fear is, look, I don't know who will sign our document. The Constitution says a correspondence to INEC must be the national chairman and national secretary. Now you're having a quagmire of who will be or who is the national secretary. Okay, take for example now, area council election, which will be conducted by INEC, right? Who is going to assign the list to INEC? Now, if INEC is not the one that will sign it, another person signs, people go to court and say no. If not comply with the law. INEC said no. This is not the national secretary. By law, by what we have, this is the national secretary. If you really want this party to survive, why can't you make sacrifices? No. Let's not put ourselves under this kind of this is what I've been preaching since. Why do you take that kind of risk? Take for example, you want to hold NEC. Who issues notice of NEC? Who? Madam Secretary. If another person issues that notice, we will challenge it. If it is not somebody, the National Secretary, as allowed by law, that issues notice of that meeting, I will challenge it. It's not that it must be. That is the Secretary. I will not do anything for people. That's the law. That's Supreme Court judgment. Why we run away from implementing Supreme Court judgment? Why? What do we see? That's why I have always told people. Selfish interest. What's my interest? I'm not running an election. What's my interest? Why do you fall into temptations as an opposition party? It's because you think that if Samayahu is there, he may not be able to compromise him to do certain things maybe you want. Or Samayahu is close to Wike, that is an offense. Too well, too good. If that's an offense, I too will not agree, allow anybody who is close to me to be humiliated. Because if now it's an offense to be close to Wike, somebody is punished because he goes to Wike's house. I will not fold my arms and allow somebody punished simply because he comes to Wike's house. It's not going to be possible. Let's allow the right thing to be done. Like I said, certain things we agreed. Let us see whether sincerely they will implement it.
If the PDP zones the presidency to the south,
yes,
would you abandon President Tinubu and support the PDP's candidate?
And let's get to the bridge. They will talk about the bridge. Let's get there first. Let's get there first. But do the right thing.
But this Supreme Court judgment that you talk about, is it possible that that judgment is possible to be interpreted two ways?
Well, there's no two ways.
It has to be iron.
No, there's no two ways. What was the issue? Somebody went to court that Iron ought to have resigned. That he went and contested governorship election. Morally, yes. Legally, no. The constitution of the party does not say he should resign. As if the man capitalized on the loophole of the constitution of their party. All you will do subsequently, in not allow this lacuna to be there, is to amend their constitution. That's how it is done. Now, the man went to court, and then Iron them appealed to the Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal, in a 2-1 decision, upheld the judgment of the State High Court. Iron went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, look, in the first place, the man who went to court has no local standing. In the first place, he has no local standing to even go to court. What's your business? 2, assuming you even have a local standing, it's the entire affairs of the party that they should settle. Do you understand me? And set aside the judgment Court of Appeal. Now, when people even talk about his Southeast position, it's not Southeast position. First of all, it's a Southern position. The South, okay, we are going to produce from the Southeast. And another thing, can you and somebody who was elected in National Convention now bring a replacement without an election? They appoint him. Now, the argument they have made is that it has happened before. I say, fine. That's when you are unity. Nobody will want to raise it. Now there appears to be a fraction. There appears to be a problem. And that's why people are challenging it. That's why I have always said, the mere fact that nobody challenged something yesterday, because we appear to be living in unity. We appear to be working as one. But when there's a problem, you're no longer that one. Then you don't think that people will not challenge. That's why you not see.
Just a moment, Your Excellency, they say politics is local. We may want to go a little bit local now. Your state is still experiencing the state of emergency, but being a PDP leader in your state, what are you doing, after this whole process elapses to make sure that your party runs on an even keel? That is on one hand. Then the politician in your state, Atedo Peterside, was heard on television a couple of days ago saying that the appointments by the sole administrator, the local government administrators, were riffraffs, and the National Assembly was engaging in rascality. Do you agree with his assertion? And then, of course, on the other hand, talking about PDP in your state.
We don't have problem in PDP in my state. Government is not a party. But government could work with the party. So there's no problem in PDP in my state. Let's talk about Atedo Peterside comment. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And you see, when I look at people, when I was told about this, I didn't believe it until somebody forwarded the video to me. And I watched Atedo Peterside saying that politics are riffraff. That is too extreme. PhD holders are riffraff. Why? They are riffraff because they couldn't establish a bank. If they had established a bank, they wouldn't have been a riffraff. In the first place, I heard him say it's from River, but a Lagosian. Look at the statement. How many people from Lagos will say they are Lagosian, but they are Port Harcourt people? A Lagosian say he was not consulted. A Lagosian saying that he was not consulted. Somebody who does not know what is happening in his state. What is Atedo Peterside contribution to River State? Apart from he established his business, good for him. It's a personal thing. And these are people who cause problem for the governor. When we were making this young man governor, asked what was Atedo Peterside's view. He's from a local government. Asked Atedo Peterside, where is his house in the River State? Where does he live? The last time Atedo Peterside came was when his father died. I did the road to Opopo. How can a man sit down and give a blanket insult? And people like riffraffs. And I've been another of rascality what? Look, wherever you are, whatever position you occupy, your impact on your people is key. When my brother Herbert Rumour was alive, may his soul rest in perfect peace, I called him. I said, look, Herbert, you are living in Lagos. Every day you fly down here. Yes, Access Bank, need some business, that's a fine. You, what have you done for River State? At your level, at the level where you are, what can you say today you've contributed for development of the state? He looked at me. I said, yes, tell me. He said he will come back in 2 weeks' time. He came back. He said, look, that he has thought what I asked. And it dawned on him truly. What have you contributed for a state? Establishing of branches is their business. They are making profit. It's not the state. He told me he was going to set up a world-class university. I said, fine. Where? He said, look, the problem he has, he wanted to put it in his community. But there are no roads. I said, no. I will do all the roads. You must put that university. I did all the roads in Isopo, the Tara road, everywhere. And I was happy. He brought that university. It's unfortunate that it's late. I don't know whether the university will still be there or not. I laid the foundation. So it pained me when he heard that. Now, he had made a contribution to the growth of the state. At the other side of all the water, what is his contribution? Okay, let's go to Opopo, where he comes from. What has he done? That he will come national television and say people are riffraffs. Who does that? Who does that? That they did not consult you, a Lagosian, according to you. A Lagosian. And when people believe that they are the only ones who have solutions to problems. No other person has any solution to problems other than them. Now let me tell you, when during 2023 presidential election, Attorney Peter came to my house, not government house, my house, to see me. I said, what's the problem? He said, he told Peter Obi, if we can win the primary, look, it will be hard to support you. We'll support the wicked. That's what he said. I wasn't there when he told it. So I said, what do you want me to do now? That we should support Peter Obi. I said, so how will he win the election? Yeah, another. So I have no point about that. The same man, without disclosing to the public that this is the preferred candidate, he used ANAP foundation, his own foundation, to start doing opinion poll, skew the opinion poll to be favorable to Obi. Is that a corruption? The man who you are for this man, you now became the head of opinion poll. You come out on television, skew the opinion poll favorable to Peter Obi when you have an interest. Without disclosing to the public, look, Obi is my candidate too. That's deceitful. This is the same man calling people riffraff because I didn't own a bank, because I was unable to establish a bank. That's how I become a riffraff. 23 appointees of the administrator. He said they are riffraffs. I take serious exception to that. Anyway, to them, you let him know. You can't do that to people. If God has blessed you, I'll bless you. All of us must not receive the same blessing from God. All of us must not have the same opportunity. Look at those who are appointed, even though I don't know some of them are PhD holders who have spent time to read in university to come up with that level. You refer to that they are riffraff. You say, now the assembly is rascality. How? How? Simply because by your own understanding of the Constitution of Nigeria, that the president was wrong. So until they understand the way you understood it, they're rascals.
Let's bring it
so
on
you're
now.
the only one who can interpret the Constitution, who can define the Constitution. Anyway, why not sponsor people to go to court? Or why not allow now that PDP governor forum went to court? Court? I mean, you cannot make a black National Assembly, them are rascals. What an abuse in life.
Okay, there were reports in the media that the suspended governor of Rivers State came to your house. Can you give us an insight? And yesterday, we saw a very sober governor, and from the readings, from the body language, you will know that this man is calling for peace. So, first of all, can you confirm maybe former governor similarly Fubara visited you privately?
The president had called for peace severally.
Not peace.
I'm calling. I said the president had called for peace severally. And I cannot sit down and one president had called for peace. He said, don't want peace. Yes, he came. He came with 2 governors and 1 other person. Unfortunately, the 2 governors are APC governors, unfortunately. So I will not pursue him. And he said, he wants peace. Fine. I want peace. Right?
Have you forgiven him?
You see, that's the problem people have. Everybody came. There are steps. You see, I don't understand how a man came. You know, you would think that this thing is just, just say to have, I want peace. Then you go, and peace has come. What that means that there's an open door, there's an open window for you. Take the necessary steps to show really you want peace. Indeed, this is a self-inflicted injury. Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. When this thing started, I called him. Sheyi Makinde was there. Oton was there. Ibasu was there. Ugwuanyi was there. And we're scouting. We started that look. This thing is no good for you. God has given you this thing. Why not humbly? And don't allow people to push you. They are telling you to act, you're a governor. We know. Nobody is taking it away. You're a governor. But also mind you, that people labored day and night. And all I have said, don't abandon people who have labored, who have toiled day and night. They say, oh, Wike's trying to control, demand money, this and that, this and that. I'm sure all of you were of that opinion. There's nothing, they have a television called Arise, who just, without even facts, they are noted for it. They push him and push him. Governors can push him. And where are they now? I think those governors are enjoying their own. Is it not? You don't need to have been to that kind of problem. This was a young man. I said, look, go this way, go this way. You will not have problems. People came, don't marry him, don't marry him. Assert yourself as governor. You've asserted now. Trouble has come. Trouble has come. People push you. Look, they declare state of emergency. Who wears the shoe knows where it pitches him. Who will suffer? Okay, assuming now you don't settle this problem and the state of emergency is called off, has the problem ended? Has it ended? No. One, assembly will still be fed as they have been. So the council will still be there. They will not pass their budget. You won't get money for the federal allocation.
So when he came for the meeting, did you give him a time for peace?
I cannot. You came with people for the first time.
Yeah, did you agree on follow up?
I will not say follow up now. Why do you talk like that? You came and said it's good. Now, what does it mean? I haven't done that. You take the necessary steps. That's what you've done.
Let's talk about
you talk as if you are not. Is anybody who's under? Hold on. Is there anybody who's under 18 here? Hey, Governor, why would you have to ask me what are the necessary steps?
What are the conditions you gave?
What conditions? What are the conditions?
The roadmap you gave him to follow.
Let me tell you. I told him, I said, look, I don't think you have the capacity to really make this peace because it's not easy. And that's why when I read what I read yesterday, I felt so bad. I said, well, why? If we are making peace, there are people are demonstrating every day. If you are making peace, there are people are busy on television insulting people. How do you feel in that case? No, that's what I'm saying now. That's the point I'm making. At least you have not tried to take a step to say, look, oh, I'm not a party to all these things that you are doing. Do you understand me? But that's not enough to say you have really, you must take steps. Have you made assembly people? There are leaders you should meet. I don't know what I understand. It's not to say, I want this. Yes, you must show by conduct and by action that indeed, look, when I was chairman of council, some leaders of the party tried to balkanize and tried to impeach me, right? Impeachment is a constitutional provision. So I sat back. I'm a politician. I sat back. I called our team. Look, what do we do? We stood to conquer. All people say, we don't go agree, oh, we don't go agree. They are not there. You have to use your head.
The belief is that it is you that will have to hold his hand and probably hold his feet to the ground and take him around that path.
I've never seen the kind of politician that you are. Is that how you play our politics?
You made me.
You made him how?
You were the one who introduced him as the governorship candidate.
Other people have taken. Listen now.
So if he's in trouble now, it is you that will have to hold him and navigate all the paths.
Listen to what I said. When you hurt people, it's not a one-day thing.
So you still feel hurt?
It's not me. You see, that's the problem you have. When you say me.
Yeah, you symbolize.
Hold on.
You symbolize
that
the
is,
others.
that is the mistake you make. The day you lose your leadership is the day you think that you can take decision
on behalf of all.
On behalf of people. Don't dare it. Make sure everybody is part of what you are doing. And how is everyone part of what you are doing? You have the Speaker of the House. Have you made an attempt to talk to Speaker? Let it be that there's no inroad. Did you understand me? Then that propels me, say, what's going on? Have you seen the people? Look, I've done my best. I've told them like this. They have said like this. Then somebody will now come in. Not just somebody wanted to say, we want peace.
You told the governor all of this.
No, I'm asking you. No, the point I'm making is that I had a problem when I was council chairman. That they have organized for councillors to impeach me. I didn't sleep. I called my team. Impeachment is a constitutional provision. It's not a coup. I didn't wait. I had to move in. I said, listen, the way people understand is not what happened. The way you don't know, that's how it is. This one is even more dangerous. Listen, let me tell you. That's why you should not listen to people. This one is even more dangerous. When Supreme Court has come out in a judgment to say you have no budget and you're spending public money, it's even more dangerous. What facts do you want anybody to present again to any panel? That's why you must go all length to citizens. Yes, I may have erred, but we must move forward. They will ask you, how do we move forward? See what I think to do. So they will not tell you, okay, but we don't think like this. Even this, we think that to trust you, that's how these things happen. Then they must see in reality that they are not being used just to hold time. That it is really indeed that you want to confirm. Yes, he made a public statement yesterday, which I feel for him. Ordinarily, you don't need to be under this kind of situation. If he had listened to people who put themselves down in spite of all odds and said, no, we will use him. And then you cannot come down. Within 100 days in office, what kind of pushing anybody will push you?
Let's talk about the possibility of a return to democratic rule in Rivers State. While the National Assembly has already set up a committee to that effect, the governor was seen yesterday making a statement that went quite viral where he said that his spirit had left the government house. What do you make of this? And where does that leave the government?
How do I know his spirit is not there?
You've killed his morale.
How will I know? Look, we are politicians. You can say something to attract public sympathy. I'm not carried away by all these it is, in reality, I don't know. I don't know. How will I know that your spirit has left it? I don't know. After all, there are people who are preaching. They say there is spirit. We find out they are not in any spirit. Have you not seen preachers who tell you, I'm led by the spirit? Whose spirit?
But you said you felt for him now. When you...
No, I mean, he's human now. See you talking. Even you feel, but that does not mean that in reality, what he said is correct or not.
But will you encourage him that is the way to go?
If I would not encourage, why do I say no problem? Why would I even allow him to come to my house?
Will you be willing to do more?
Are you open for reconciliation?
What kind of questions are that? You asked me whether I'm open for reconciliation, and I opened my gate.
No, I said, will you be willing to do more? You know, still tell him, you have not done, you have not finished though. You still have to see this person, you still have to see this person.
People are the cause of the problems we're having.
How?
Let me tell you. You know, I don't know what you want me to answer you. I have told you, you're a governor. You're a governor. Governor is not only awarded contracts. You're part of navigating problems. I don't know why you don't understand simple language. I am open for peace. And you are still asking me, am I open for reconciliation?
No.
I mean, I don't. All you want me to do is to drive to his house now.
No.
I mean,
you can summon him. If you call him, the governor definitely will answer you. And you tell him that, okay, I've seen what you are doing, but you still need to do this.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you now. What has he done now? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I have told you here, look, there are leadership. You have assembly. You have national assembly. You have the party. Look, party chairman. Look, speaker. Look this. Or you, sir, can you summon a meeting for me to see speaker, to see our leader, to see party chairman? For example, you know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of thing people expect you to do. Now, let me tell you. As I speak to you, ask, is there any so-called elder in Rivers State who has shown that they want to help him and have come out to say, listen, Mr. Minister, Mr. This, is there no way this thing has gotten to this point? You know why? You know why they can't come?
The atmosphere is poisoned.
No, you know they can't come.
I don't know. Beyond the atmosphere being poisoned, I don't know.
You know, they have. You see, when an elder does not behave like an elder, he loses respect as an elder. Because why? I saw you making statement on television. He didn't talk as an elder, so he can't come to me now.
So that's why I said the atmosphere is poisoned.
No, it's not poison. It's not poison. They poison themselves. You have pastors. Why can't they say, let us go and intervene? Do you understand me? You know why? They refuse to preach as God says that the Spirit directed them. You heard what the governor said yesterday, if you listen. I think they were in the church, somebody was preaching. The man abandoned what they came to do. You understand me? And start talking different things. That is the kind of things you see. I saw some women wearing white in the community center. I beauty. They were casting. They were doing like this. I said, look, how does God answer this kind of prayer? Selfish prayer.
Please take the minister away from speaking against the Holy Spirit.
I'm not. No, I didn't speak. I don't want to say. I would just say, oh my God, what kind of fraud is this?
Can you please take it away?
And that is fraud. And that is fraud. You know you are not being sincere.
Honorable
Instead of you to
please.
even say, look, in sincerity to God, can you please make this peace to be possible. You only casting, God don't allow him to do it. This one minister will die.
It's a prayer.
Minister will die. Wait for minister to die.
Sorry, Minister, just a minute.
At the end of the day, should the committee that has been set up eventually find a resolve to this issue?
Do you have the terms of reference? What they set up the committees for? That's why people will always not go and do investigation.
That's what we're saying for a return to democracy in Rivers State.
What is the terms of reference for the committee? The committee is a committee oversighting the administrator.
Led by Okwemba.
So it should, sometimes people just, they do not set up a committee to go and reconcile. That's not, so that's why you people will just, you will not even go and get the true gist. You have a committee. Committees to oversight the administrator, the activity of the administrator. Mind you, it was the National Assembly that gave the nod for the president to declare state of emergency. And so they said that they will have a committee that will oversight the activities of the administrator. That has nothing to do with National Assembly, setting up a committee for reconciliation, if at all. So people should take this, instead they are saying they've giving them as part of their reference to look at how peace, assuming there's no peace, to come.
All right, Minister, you accused the governor of sponsoring Rivers women against the sole administrator. Do you have evidence to back your claims?
I don't think I should answer that kind of question. I mean, look. I'm too old. I'm a politician. I'm too old. I've been here since 1999. I'm not a politician that was just brought up yesterday. My years are on ground now. You think I'm a politician that just come up yesterday where they dash power? No. There's nothing that happens that I won't know. Nothing. Nothing.
Okay. Did you know, for instance, that the former First Lady was going to endorse President Tinubu for second term? And the president seems to be making more inroads into your state. He has the former First family now backing him. Beyond that, what is your relationship with the First Lady? Because she seems to...
Which of the First Lady now?
The current one.
Okay, let me answer the one of the former First Lady you said. I think, you see, that's why I don't know why they should kill Wike. The First Lady, former First Lady, the wife of the president under PDP, has endorsed people. So what offense did I commit now? What offense did I commit? Two, about my relationship with the present First Lady. You know, if you are not close to people, you wouldn't know how humble they are. You wouldn't know how supportive they are. I have seen First Ladies at local government level. I have seen First Ladies at state level. I have seen First Ladies at national level. I can tell you of the truth. This is a First Lady of a different kind. Fine. You know, being Minister of FCT, you will be thinking that the First Lady will be putting pressure on me. But you know what baffles me? I was going to inspection, all sex to Wasa. My phone rang. It was the ADC to the First Lady. He said, hold on for the First Lady. I said, yes, sir. You know what she said? I don't think whether they are brought it to attention. If you are going to the villa, all the roads there are bad. Now that the president is not in town, did you understand me? They try and see what he can do. Talking about the success of government. Talking about their own success. He didn't call me, I hear you are sharing land. He didn't call me, all these contracts that you are awarding. I quickly called Julius Berger, who were working at the International Conference Center. They demobilized there, went straight took them about 5 days, night, day and night, and put those roads under good condition. Do you know what humbled me? I was in China. Of course, the time difference, 7 hours. Unknown, they didn't know I traveled to China. But the ADC told me that the ADC of the First Lady called, that the First Lady wanted to speak to me. So we got back to the ADC. Do you know what it is? First Lady said, we should thank you. We should thank you. We should thank you for the road. Humility. Calling me, thanking me for doing those roads. Secondly, I was doing a special one day. She called. Honorable Minister, I don't know whether you are aware. You know, the city gate. Is there nothing you can do on time to design so that anybody entering will know that you're entering the city? Somebody who has the interest of government at heart. She didn't say, look, you know I'm broke. No, look, listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Look at the idea. Is that what we can do to change that city gate? I immediately called Joel to go and decide. She called me, oh, how are you doing with the IDP camps? You know, you have to be careful. How are you doing with the orphanage homes? We will want to work with your head of women's secretariat to see how we can support the orphanages. During the fasting period, either the Ramadan or Christmas period, she will call. Honorable Minister, don't forget the chiefs, emirs, and their wives. So, last December, Christmas carol, she said, I don't know, will it be available? I want you to read part of the lessons. In essence, look, I don't know how your programs or your activities are. She was to host African heads of state women. She called me. I'm going to host African heads of state. Will you be available to make a welcome speech? That's not a day. Where I have this, my friend, is looking for contract. I have this, my friend, they are looking for land. Interest. Success of the government. Okay. Humility. And you know, sometimes you will not understand it. I was baffled. These are the kind of things that the role people play to make the government to succeed. People who are focused on my concern is how will this government succeed for the benefit of the people, not what I, as the First Lady, will get.
All right,
humility.
We have to leave it here. Now we know that the First Lady is after your heart, or is a person after your heart.
Is somebody who wants the success
of the
administration.
Okay. All right, let's leave it there. Quick word. Where do you stand on this proposal to set up a State House of Assembly for the FCT? Short one. Are you in support of that bill? Because I know that bill is pending.
It will be difficult.
Okay.
Because FCT have not been, well, we operate as if it was state, but has not been given that full status of the state.
Yeah. Will the House of Assembly ensure that?
If you do that, then it will mean that it has a full organ of
full status of the state. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
That it has a CJ of FCT. Yeah. That judiciary is there.
Yeah.
So if you do that, now
that will complement it.
That will now seal up the whole thing.
All right. Honorable Minister, we have to leave it here. We must thank you a lot for allowing us once again to invade this very serene and beautiful ambience of your official residence. Thank you so very much, Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much.
My colleagues who have to say their compliment.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. This interview is live on Arise, so provide equal opportunities for everyone.
No, I'm not aware of that.
Now you are aware.
No, I'm not aware. It's
Well,
not
ADBN.
correct. It's not correct.
Always a pleasure to be here to have these conversations with you.
Thank you,
And of course,
Minister.